Well, hello there. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. We're going to start a game with Scholar of the First Sin because I rather enjoy Scholar of the First Sin. And I asked a lizard friend. I asked a lizard friend lady. I said, "Hey, lady, what should I play next?" And she was like, "You should play Scholar of the First Sin next." And I was like, "Okie dokie." Because I was kind of considering whether or not I wanted to go to College of the Percent or do Dark Souls 3. I played a lot more Dark Souls 3, but I played a decent bit of this as well, and honestly, I kind of enjoy it. Sometimes it feels a little bit... it's kind of interesting because I personally really enjoy Dark Souls 1. I really like the story, I really like the environments and things like that. And sometimes when I've considered this game, I've been like, this doesn't actually feel that much like a, well, what you call it, a Dark Souls game. But that's kind of a silly thing because it's like, there's only 3. So how could you not be Dark Souls game times 3? Cody, Catte. I'm gonna make a lady, so it'll be funny that the name's Cody. Although I guess you could call a lady Cody, right? I mean, does it really make a difference? Probably not. Class, I'm probably gonna go with Sorcerer, I think. It's not necessarily the main class I would normally go for. However, it does do some stuff that I rather enjoy having as a thing. I wonder if I should do Healing Word. I could do Bonfire Aesthetic and just immediately make this area go into like the second level doominess, because I think I'm gonna do that actually. And now we get to do the thing that takes the longer time. We're going to go with Lady. Because I like being a lady in video games and in real life. Because I'm a cat and I can be whatever I want, whatever I want, whatever I want. And you can't taunt because I'm a cat and that's real cool. And we're going to make muscles. Because, hey, muscle ladies. Muscle ladies is fun. Let's do... you know what? I'm gonna sit here and play around with this for a little bit, and I'll just have this come back when I'm done. Okie dokie artichoke. So I spent some time making a character. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is the color of the eyes, but I thought I made a... I like her face. I think she looks... I like her smile. I couldn't get it to smile too crazy much more without it looking kind of weird. And I was going to go with just black hair, but I saw this like really dark brown that has like a little hint of red in it. And I actually thought it was nice because you could see more detail. I got a little tattoo on her head. I'm kind of thinking about removing that because I think with the skin tone I went with, there weren't too many tattoo color options that I was like in love with. I think I like this blue actually a little bit more. Yeah, because I think that kind of makes her eyes pop, and I think that's good. But what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna remove the tattoo because I think actually maybe it's just like that looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Not like you're gonna be able to see it for most of the game anyway. But yeah, I think I like where this is going. So I think we're gonna go ahead and stick with this, and we're gonna go ahead and this is much yourself, yes.
All people come here for the same reason.
To steal stuff.
To break the curse.
To steal stuff.
No different, I should think.
Where do you get food for these ladies?
Doesn't stand a chance.
Nope. I'm not listening to your negativity. Your negativity is negative, and I don't want to listen to it. I'm gonna roll around you, and now what are you gonna do? Oh wow, look at that! I can move because I'm not decrepit and old and mean. So now I'm gonna go up here. Excuse me. Thank you for having a chest full of stuff. Oh, I guess you could keep supplies and stuff in here, huh? What's in here? Ooh, a human effigy? That's pretty neat, don't you think? So unlike Dark Souls 1 where they had humanity, and humanity had a bunch of different uses, you used it for the bonfires, you used it for to remove curses, and you used it for covenants and things. Yeah, not really the case in this. In this case, you have in Dark Souls Scholar of the First Sin, you have human effigies, which just restore your humanity. So if you lose your humanity, you can just immediately gain it back. You don't have to go to a bonfire or anything like that. And honestly, they're pretty abundant in game. You can find them a decent. There's a lot of wax just on the side there. Shouldn't you like clean that up? I don't know. Would it even hold like that? I wouldn't think it would. Well, I guess if there's enough of it for a long time, you know. But first things first, there is an item that I wish to gather from over here. There's also a guy I wish to kill. Look at his large butt. Do you like the hippo rhinoceros? I think it's actually a pretty neat design for an enemy. And being a wizard, I can kind of just do this. And it's not really too difficult. You just gotta be careful though, because he will do that when he gets close, and that is basically the amount of health we have right now is basically guaranteed death. But what we're doing is he can't follow us all the way back into here. So what we're gonna do is just do this and cheese him, and we get some souls out of that, and we also get an item, which is, you know, helps out a little bit. Thanks for that. Stone ring. I don't even know if I ever even really used the stone ring, but you know, it's whatever. You could also just not kill him if you're not playing a mage. They're, you know, you don't have to kill him. And you can just kind of distract him and then run by and grab this. Gold pine resin is pretty useful for melee characters because it applies electric to your weapon, just like it does in the previous game. It's a little different the way it works in this game with spells and stuff. Not that that ever really came up in the previous run because, you know, I wasn't playing a sorcerer. But there's a smooth and silky stone. This is useful for just a little bit up ahead here. But yeah, so that's some of the stuff that we got going on here. But what we're gonna do now, partially so we can get more souls, and partially so we can, mostly just so we can get more souls. These are bonfire aesthetics. Basically, this increases the difficulty in an area, and it basically, once I burn it here, it's gonna make this area here like New Game Plus. And that adds like different phantoms, it adds some different monsters. It'll also respawn certain things and make them a little bit more difficult. I think the Rhino Hippo will now give us some more souls, and hopefully we're not just going to immediately get owned here, but I guess we'll see. If I remember correctly, it also resets items. I'm trying to remember if it resets chests. It might not. It does reset chests. Okay. So I can open this now and then get something out of this. What is it? It's another human effigy. So now we have 2. Didn't really need that, but that's not really the main reason we did it. We did it mostly for the souls. The soul stuff is what's important here, and I'll show you how different it gets here pretty quickly. So now we're going to go back here, and originally when we came through here, wasn't really anything spawning or anything like that. But now you see there's these guys. And they have a bit of health. They're also pretty quick, so you have to be a little bit careful. But for the most part, because these spells stun, you don't have to worry too much. And you can kind of get them to go one at a time, which makes them a lot easier to deal with once you get them back here. And then you see that gave us an extra 270 souls. That's not a tremendous amount, but I think it's also worth it just to demonstrate this mechanic. And I think it's kind of an interesting mechanic. In this game as well, another thing that's kind of interesting is that you can actually, if you continue to kill all of the, I think I need to go back and get more spells, which they won't spawn if you don't go like all the way back there, so it's not a big deal. But it's an interesting mechanic, and it can lead you also to getting like extra items and stuff, which is pretty cool. I would probably argue there's probably better places to use bonfire aesthetics, but this is just, you know, to demonstrate this new thing. Oh, wait, that's right. I got a little distracted there. You can actually kill all of the enemies enough times that if you continue to do it like over and over again, it will give you it'll make it so that they just don't respawn, because you know enemies in Dark Souls respawn, and you can already kind of see that this guy already has a bit more health than he did previously, because it would be he's basically like he is on New Game Plus. He's not particularly difficult to dodge. He's way more difficult when there's like extra things around, of course, but when he's here by himself, he's not really that hard, and his attacks are very telegraphed, so you should be pretty okay with dealing with him, but you know. Oops. It also does not hurt to be a little cautious. And, you know, if you're worried about it, he can hit you through there if he gets, like, right onto the edge. So also be careful of that. But yeah, you can also see that he has way more health. It's also, you know, if you want more challenge and, like I said, extra items, it's a neat little mechanic. And he's now double the souls he was worth previously, and he drops another stone ring, so if you want 2 stone rings for some reason. I'm pretty sure none of these items change, so I think some items change in the game depending on the what thing you're going on, like what level of New Game Plus. I think some things change, but for the most part they stay pretty stagnant and pretty similar uh, to the way they were when you first went through. You know, another smooth and silky stone, which is a nice little item that can be kind of useful for us. But yeah, so just by doing that, we didn't spend that much time, but we got 3,540 souls, which early on is a nice little bonus. And we can also get another one of these, which is another soul of a lost undead, and another torch. So the torch is also kind of interesting because lighting plays a bigger role in this. Well, I don't know about bigger, because I guess there's the whole Tomb of the Giants thing. But anyway, there's also other things that you can use, and here's another guy that spawns because I used the item. You have to be a little bit careful with him because he can hit me a decent bit harder than a lot of other guys can, but I think you can kind of knock him off. Oops. He's not, but you can also, I was gonna say, he's not like super tough, but you do have to be careful because he basically can two-shot me. I'm trying to think if it would be, if it's even worth it to see, because I don't really do a ton of damage to him, but I could try and get him. Wait, where did he go? I think he went inside the tree. But this is basically just a little tutorial area that lets you just run through and practice a little bit, and there's some items around here. Nothing too crazy, really. I'm not sure how much more difficult these guys are going to be to deal with. I guess not that much more difficult, but... But, you know, there's a couple of items around here that you can grab, and a couple of things that are kind of good to have, and this will also demonstrate another different mechanic. So in the previous game, to jump you had to run and then hit O at the right at the end, but in this game they actually added a dedicated jump button, so it's L3. So when you're running, you just hit L3, and there you go. If you just hit L3 by itself, it doesn't do nothing, but you know, this allows you to jump. It makes jumping a whole heck of a lot easier. So I would say that it's definitely an improvement, especially for the amount of jumping that is actually in this game. I am going to try and deal with this red phantom, I think. I don't know how useful it's going to be because I don't really do a ton of damage, so I don't know. How that's going to go for me. Pretty sure both these guys are just... Yeah, both these guys are just sword guys, so it shouldn't be too hard. Hey, come here. Oops. Oh, also the healing in this is a little different. Not entirely, of course, but life gems. So life gems, you can pop one and they heal you over time rather than immediately. Estus flasks still exist, and they're like basically a much bigger heal, and they heal you a lot faster. And you can get different life gems of different sizes that add that can heal you faster, will heal more. So you know that's something for you to get. Cracked red eye orb if you're interested in that sort of thing. Sort of the same function as it does in other things. We'll go. So another thing is that you can restore spell uses by using amber herbs. I don't really need to do that yet because I have 21 still. But here's our not so friendly phantom. Thing with this guy is I don't really know if I can stun him with a dagger. Oh, jeez. But I know I can stun him with this. Oh, jeez, no! Ah, dang it! I rolled just that not. I didn't roll when I should have. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give that guy one more try to kill because I gotta go back there to get my souls again anyway. But yeah, you could argue about what. Oh, and in this one, when you look hollow, you look much more just like a zombie for some reason, which I don't know if I like that. It's not like the worst. But it's also not like great. Yeah, it's not like great. Come here. Also, the nice thing about daggers is if you do get a backstab, they do more damage. So that's pretty good. Just to have. Kind of considering using some spells here just so I can not have to worry about these guys. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to actually deal with these two. However, when you step forward, or whenever you cast, it always does stuff like that, which I think is a little funny. Hey, how you doing? One of the things that is also kind of funny is that it, I'll just pop one now. And then basically I'm just going to keep casting, and when I'm not casting, I'm going to try and remain out of his line of sight. Oh, actually, you know, I think I might be able to just push him off here. Well, we'll see. Because I don't really know if I... maybe not work. Maybe that won't work, but... Oh, hey, he did fall. Did he die? Oh, yeah, he did. Cool. So there, that gave us 1600, and now just as a demonstration, since I have two of these anyway. Boop, 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 Boo boo boo. Now I'm back to being pretty, and not a zombie. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're into zombie ladies. I mean, you can be if that's your thing, man. And Scholar changes things from the base Dark Souls 3. I'm sorry, Dark Souls 2. For instance, it adds these statues, or this statue here, to the beginning area. So now we're going to run, and we're going to go to the sort of starter area. We got a bunch of extra souls because we killed dudes, and that should help us get a little bit of extra level. And so the area of effect of burning a bonfire aesthetic kind of changes depending on how many bonfires are around. So that area back there is basically there's one bonfire, so burning one bonfire aesthetic just does the whole area. But if it's broken up, I don't know if it does the whole area. I think it doesn't. Well, it's not quite the same way. Anyway, we're now going to run over here and see a lady, and we're going to be like, hey, lady. You can talk to her a bunch before she'll let you level up, which is a little silly, but...
Are you the next monarch?
I guess.
Or merely a pawn of fate? I will remain by your side. Take this with you. Go on and see. He who made King Vendrick.
Uh-huh. That's crazy. Oh, I just realized that why is the screen small? Well, I guess it does that kind of naturally. Oh, I think I gotta change some things. Sorry, I can't believe it took me that long to notice that it wasn't at full screen for some reason. That's weird. But yeah, no. There, now it's at the proper resolution, so we should be good to go. But what we're gonna do is... Hello.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail.
That's not true.
Seek those whose
I've seen people who have been able to play...
before endowed with their souls will
Yeah.
so that hope. Bearer of the seek soul, seek lest this.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say, lady. I want to upgrade my health a little bit. Upgrade my... Another thing is that the way the stats are lined up is a little different. So now there's vigor and vitality. So it kind of controls how quickly you... Like, endurance and vitality are two separate stats, and what they do is they... endurance just controls how much stamina you have. I think it also helps with how much you can lift, and then vitality helps more with how much you can lift. Basically, it helps with your actual equip load. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting some of the changes they made. What? Oh, there's a single piece of wood in the way. Oh, also fall damage is increased quite a bit in this. Gib, thank you. Thank you for Gib. I believe there's an item back here. These little piggies... Oh, no, you're not. These little piggy things are, like, weirdly difficult to kill. Oh my god. But yeah, this is Majula. This is, like, your little safe area. It replaces the Firelink Shrine. It's more like a seaside village instead of just, like, you know, a place. And then this guy, you know, he gets arrogant if you buy stuff from him. But he's armor and stuff, so, you know, if you're into that. If you're into that. Thanks for the Titanite shard. So, in this case, you do not really immediately have access to the guys at the blacksmith shop. You have to, Are you really just gonna... I don't think there's any point in killing these, but... You know, you can if you want to. So there you go, and they give you like a teeny tiny amount of souls. So if you're into that. But so this guy here, this depressed looking zombie man, he's the blacksmith, but you have to get the key to his shop before he can work on any of your stuff. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go... Oh, also you can teleport right from the beginning, which is pretty nice, I think. And... So let's just here. Whoa, what's in this chest? Oh, they also added something different. So there's not just mimics. Now there's actually trap chests that will like shoot you or poison you or do a bunch of different other stuff. It's kind of interesting. Wow, that sounds like watar. Not what are. Like, what are you doing? You know? Meow. 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 You don't necessarily have to go this way first, and there's different ways you can approach. I just do this so that I can get the blacksmith fairly quickly. You gotta buy it from this weird old lady, and she's like, come on, buy something, anything. It's like, okay, I guess I can. If it will really stretch your hand. Oh yeah, and there's also, this is one thing they added in this version, is that there is a big rhinosaur man. Oop. 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 Thankfully, since he's so big, there's a lot of places he just can't really get into, so that's kind of useful. And you can kind of just use these guys to get, like, some extra... Well, I mean, if you're doing, like, sorcery or something. You can just use them to get extra souls, so, you know. There you go. Oh, I may as well equip the stone ring since I got it. Hey, come here. There's a lot of these like zombie-looking conquistadors. It's kind of interesting because they have like these helmets that always remind me of conquistadors, but they're not actually like strictly for conquistadors. You can, this is just like a common infantry helmet from like the Renaissance era. There's a bonfire right here. But yeah, there's a bunch of these guys right around here. Like this guy. And then there's that guy with a bow, and then this guy has a sword and shield. He's clearly more important because he actually gets, you know, some equipment. It's kind of funny to see how slow the arrows move. Because you can kind of see, like, you can see him coming from like a mile away. Hey! Actually, where the heck was he shooting that? It almost got me because I... Oh, there you go. These guys are taken care of. But wait, what's this? There's something back here. And I bet you there's not a trap. Oh, because I think because I killed them, that there wasn't a trap. I was like, hey, trap. And then there just wasn't. I made look like silly cat. Meow. Yeah, see all these guys laying down here? They're not actually dead. Like this guy, not dead. But I can stab him. Like I said, daggers do a lot of backstabbing type damage. And then this guy's gonna start coming down this way. Do 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 do. Ooh, item. Don't forget to grab your items. Yeah, be more careful about fall damage in this one. This is not necessarily to say that it will kill you every time, but... Actually, I think they reduced it a little in Scholar? Just not like a ton. But there's a lot of items around here. One of the nice things, though, is once you kill that guy, because he'll throw firebombs down on you from above. So once you kill him, it's a lot easier to deal with these guys, you know. They also strike pretty slow, so you see that even though they're kind of messed up a little bit, provided you keep up the offensive, you're probably fine. So yeah, you can kill some of these guys. And because of where they spawn and stuff like that, you can kind of just do it one at a... Oops. Hey, stop that. You can kind of do it one at a time. Stab. Hey, stop that. Don't you know it's rude to smack a lady? A cool lady. Gotcha, bud. I'm not 100% sure, I guess because they expect you not to, like, take your time and backstab all of them. But, I mean, why wouldn't you? It's just so easy. Oh, of course, I would also say if I didn't have a dagger, this would probably take a little bit longer. I think there was a broadsword. What was that? Oh. Oh, yeah. It's a broken straight sword. And stab. Yeah, it's kind of funny too, because you would think if they just kept seeing this happen that, like, after like the second or third time they would just, like, you know, maybe not just continue this, because it doesn't seem like their plan is working that well. But hey, man, I'm not in charge of the zombie sneaking plan, so, you know, maybe I just don't know. Although I did get a couple, so I did get a couple of Estus Splash shards. I just didn't immediately upgrade the Estus because I wasn't that concerned with it. Hey, what you doing? You having a good time? That's good. And I was gonna go out there, which is kind of funny. I think he's gonna actually go around the... Oh yeah, he... That was kind of a little funny, a little bit of a Scooby-Doo type chase, but... Oh, that's not Scooby-Doo chase music. What am I doing? What am I doing? Some wood bolts. There's a guy right here. Hi, how you doing? Hope that didn't hit. Oh, I almost forgot about you. So, guys, you're not really noticing what I'm doing here more than actually relying strictly on my magic is I'm kind of using it to buffer my dagger and using my dagger for most of my fighting, because especially early on I just don't actually have that many spell casts. Of course, it's not to say that there's never an instance like that where, you know, magic is the superior option. Yeah, a little bit late on that, but it's fine. Why is my... Oop, didn't want to do that yet. Yeah, it's a big spooky area, I guess. You would call it a big forest. A big forest of doom? Maybe. I don't know if I'd really consider this that much of a doom forest, but you know, hey. So yeah, once you start to open that door, this guy comes around, so you can just do this, and he's done. Then we go in here. And hey, we've gone quite the way, haven't we? We're gonna rest just so that our durability comes back up. As another thing that's kind of big on this one is durability. However, every time you rest at a bonfire, it resets, so you don't have to worry about it too crazy much. And this is the key that you need to get to open up the gentleman's area. The blacksmith gentleman's area. I think I can... No, I can't. So I can't use this at all. That's unfortunate. I thought I might be able to use it just because, can't really open this without this. You gotta break it. There's a crystal lizard inside of here, so if you're into that... Oops. Why did she... Oh, because I still have the axe equipped. I'm silly. But there's some stuff up here. Radiant life gem. That's just a bigger life gem. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to unequip that. And you're like, oh, hey, a new area. But if you weren't paying attention, you would have not seen the man on the floor. Hey, stop that. And then once you see the man on the floor, you can open up this. His small white sign soapstone. So in this one, there's actually a variety of level of summon signs you can drop. The small sign soapstone does not last very long and can run out before you get a boss. But if you do the large, the regular soapstone, you can go longer and you'll not desum until you fight a boss, which is pretty useful. Almost forgot about that. I forget about the chest a bunch. Anyway, so we're going to attempt to drop on this again. There we go. I think this is the Divine Blessing. Divine Blessing will, just like it does in the previous game, give you back full health, and it will also eliminate any debuffs you have on, so poison or anything like that. Which is pretty cool. So now I'm going to talk to this late. Yes.
To see light, however faint.
So we're going to upgrade the Estus Flask, and this will make it so that we have more Estus Flasks to use. Thought I had two. Maybe not. Anyway. And I should probably equip this just in case I need it. So yeah. Health items are a little bit different. It's probably one of the bigger changes they made in Dark Souls 2. Some people liked it, some people really didn't like it. I personally think it's kind of cool to just have different items that you can use, although one of the problems is that you can kind of start to cheese the health a little bit, because if you can pop enough gems, or if you pop them quickly, you can basically just keep healing past like whatever damage is being dealt to you. I don't think it works super well, but it works well enough that some people use that. Oops. That's a waste, but that's fine. Oh, I almost forgot. So, to unlock a little shortcut here in a minute, you're going to need a bomb on you. You're going to need a fire bomb. And I don't know if I have any, so actually wait here. I could just look. I don't. So we're going to talk to this lady. And we're going to buy a couple of those. You can talk to her. She doesn't say anything that interesting, but you gotta, if you talk to her a few times, and yeah, they say that yeah, you want to get her to say that it's high time I pick up and move shop, and then she'll appear in Majula, and as you go through the game, she'll get more merchandise and stuff like that. Hey. These guys swing a little faster, so I gotta be more careful with that. But it's okay. Ooh, I didn't mean to use that one. Oh, that's fine. Honestly, that was a +1. +1 what? Oh, I think that was actually a bit of armor. Was it a bit of armor? Mm-hmm. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know what I just pick things. Oh, I don't know. I just pick things up and sort them out later. Hello. Can I wanted a backstab. That wasn't a backstab. Go in here, then you gotta go. Now these guys here are called ironclads. They're kind of funny looking. I don't know why they look like turtles, but yeah, you can get them to do that. You can see that the Estus flask healed me up a lot faster than the regular sub did. Hi. Bye. And there you go. And now you see this is just right where that was previously, so that's pretty useful. Didn't really want to use all those soul arrows for that right there, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter because, like I said, there's a bonfire right here. What? Oh. I don't know what I did there. Instead of it being two-handed, she just, like, put it in no hand. What a crazy world we live in. Oops. I did it again. What am I hitting that's making that happen? Oh my god, I died because she unequipped her... Well, I died because I was silly and I shouldn't have pressed that attack there. But, yeah, I keep pressing something and she keeps going instead of two-handed to just unequipped. Some of the button controls here are a little weird, I think. But that might also just be me. I guess I should just leave it out and leave it on two-handed. Come on. We circle each other forever. It is our eternal dance. Do do do. I will chip away at you. Okay, fine. Why is a shield able to take that much magic damage? That's kind of weird. Although I guess this is just like the starting magic damage, so. Sometimes I will also say I've noticed that as I play this, sometimes it almost feels like there's a little bit of a delay or like a input lag. Like I don't know why exactly. Oh, I can hit him. There we go. The only other problem is now the ironclad will respawn. So we want to get... Oh, I thought that would make it explode. Harold is taken back to the D's. Do 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 do. There we go. Oh man, it's always silly when I do that. Alright, so I'm gonna sip this. There is a bossman of sorts up here. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to deal with them, but you know, I'm gonna try. Because why not? This is the Pursuer. He fights you in several different areas. He's a big... Okay. Armor man. Is he... That felt kind of weird. Oh. Well, never mind, I'm dead. It's a little odd. Although that's perfectly fine. I'm trying to figure out what's going... I think it's if I press a command... If I press a button... Oh, and the more you die, you just start to slowly lose more and more of your health. It's... I guess it's kind of... Oh, well, that didn't work. What? This game does feel a little clunky in comparison to some of the other games. Well, I guess the Dark Souls 1 didn't have its moments where it felt pretty clunky, so, you know. It's not that crazy. Pretty sure the Pursuer will not... Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm gonna die again because she keeps like not rolling when I press the button, which gives them enough time to hit me. Huh. It's kind of weird. I wonder if that's a vitality thing. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could roll faster if I Yeah, I'm not equipping that much, so I shouldn't, or really shouldn't be rolling this slowly. But I guess this game is also different enough that maybe I just need to refresh on some of the things. Oh. Ow. But yeah, okay. Let's go back up here and get these souls, and then... Yeah, look at that. The entire time I was doing retrieval, I couldn't roll. So I had to just sit there and take the hits, which just seems like a weird way to do it, but okay. I guess I'm also doing a sorcerer, so I'm a little bit more squishy than I would be otherwise. Oh, thanks for the spear. I thought I would ever use it. Alright. Now I can go up there and grab a bunch of miscellaneous crap. Do 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 do. Mira's got a pretty... I feel like the art design feels really different in Dark Souls 2 as compared to 1. It feels... I don't know, like... Dark Souls 1 has such character to the environments. At least it feels like it has such character to me. That when you know, I think I'm just gonna keep going forward for now. Then when I compare these two games, it does feel a little weird to me. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting stun locked a lot too, I think is another thing here. But that's okay. You live and you learn. You learn how to be good kill person. Wait, maybe... Nope. That's gonna take me out of targeting range. Thank you for your hollow gear. Not that I really want it. It's kind of lame, you see. Hello? Would you like to die? Thank you. It's also kind of funny because it's just like an ambush there. They're like, aha, if you go through this hole, we'll shoot you. And I'm like, no, because I'm clever and I roll, but then I get stabbed. You know, rolling and stabbed instead of shot. You know, there's advantages and disadvantages. Mm-hmm. This one is a booby trap chest. And this door doesn't open from this side, but what do? So you just whack the door a few times, and then they'll open it. Thanks, buddy. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh, dang it. I'm having a much harder time here than I did with Dark Souls 1, huh? But that's okay. Kind of want to just run in there and just go grab those souls and then get out, because I don't think I actually... no. Can't do that, because then I'll just die. Doop. No, thanks. You shot the guy that time. So that's good, at least. Oh, yeah. And you can also see here that my hair is starting to fall out. So I've gotten more hollowed. Man, I don't like the look of that. Thank goodness I have a bunch of human effigies, so I can just do that. The only thing that's annoying, though, is that you may now notice, oh, hey, you didn't get your full health back. Yeah, so basically when you die like that, you gotta then heal up or go back to bonfire or something. There's that one. What is he doing? And maybe he's just confused. Sometimes folks get confused. It's okay. There, now he's dead. We can gather this. And then open this. And we get Life Ring, which gives us a little bit more healthy stuff. Actually, wait, can I equip 2 of these? guess can't do it. I thought that would be kind of funny. I don't think I have a Pharaoh's Lockstone to put in here. That gives you, if you put the Pharaoh's Lockstone in there, that gives you the Chloranthy ring. Actually, I guess I don't have to go that far to... although I don't remember how much the Pharaoh's stones cost. I think she's going to ask me a bunch of money. A bunch of soul money for them. In this economy. Oh, you know what? I just figured out what it was. In Elden Ring, I have to press 2 buttons to switch between one-handed and two-handed. And I keep hitting those buttons instead. Yeah, it's 4,000. I don't know if this is truly worth it. But I'm going to buy it just so I can get the ring. That's another thing they added is the Pharaoh's Lockstones. Pharaoh's Lockstones can unlock a bunch of additional stuff in optional areas. And if you get a bunch of them... there's some areas that have like a lot of those. But there's a lot that don't have that many. Whereas this one has this one here. And then when you do it, it's kind of cool because then it will light up over here. And it shows you. And you can just whack this area on the wall. And then you get these 2 chests. Titanite slab, don't really need that right now. But that's okay. Chloranthy ring. So this one increases your stamina regeneration. And then it gives you a nice little green aura. So that's kind of cool. Then... zippity zappity, zippity zappity, zippity zappity. And then zippity zappity, zippity zappity, and zippity zappity. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go in here and we're going to unlock this shortcut. It lets you go around the other way. And then you can see that's just the ladder that we dropped on down originally. And there is... We'll use one of our amber herbs, why not? So it gave us back 11. There we go, thank you. For the firebomb. This gives us a large Titanite shard and a life gem. Now there are some other things you can explore around here. They give you a few extra items. You can see here that there's an ironclad defending this. Thanks to the 600 souls, bud. And here you go. It's another amber herb. So it's technically a net gain of amber herbs. I think you have to go further up to actually get them to spawn. Nope, not that far up, dude. Thank you for that. And then here, This is one of these monuments I don't really understand how it got like that. I'm not really. I guess there was a really big statue there and it fell, and I guess the way it fell somehow made this happen. Yeah, because there's not like a statue mark out there, so I don't really understand how this happened exactly, but you know, not a tremendous deal. Just a little confusing, I guess. All right. Grab this. Now, I think if we just talk to Pate, we can get him to come help with this boss fight here, which is kind of nice. Because there's two boss fights in this area. There's that one, and you also can fight the Pursuer again. I think you might have to run through this area here to get...
Well, I hope you... Oh, hogwash. My name is... I journey hither and thither. Be careful out there. Oh, yes. You be cautious. There's treasure in... I saw this... I was with this... The rather... I still have... I'll leave this one. I'll leave this one to you.
So this one basically, he kind of acts like he's like the regular Solaire and things like that, but he's not. He doesn't tell you that you'll get locked in there and then all these guys are going to come out and blah blah. Oh. You do not have to fight these guys if you don't want to. Kind of just roll past them, really. Not really any major reason to fight them. Unless you just, you know, wanna. And then once you get up here, it's easy enough to get past them and then just drop down. Now, depending on how far they've followed you up there, some of them might come to try and get down on you, but if you're a sorceress like me at this point, then you should have plenty of range to deal with them. So, yeah, less of a big deal. Then you talk to this guy again.
I see. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. Oh. It allows undead with luck. Well, I hope that... Be careful.
Yeah, I think you have to talk to him until he gives you the soapstone. Anyway, but we're going to go back up here now, and we're going to kill this boss. And then we're going to kind of wrap up this video. The boss shouldn't be too difficult. He just kind of has a lot of wide attacks. It's mostly going to be a thing of I don't do a ton of damage. And I'm going to have to get close with my dagger if I want to do that. But you know. There you go. Now I'm just going to go down this elevator rather than deal with that other guy. Oh, okie dokie artichoke. Now. What else is this guy here? Jeez. I'll just pop this now. Why not? Whatever. And here's mild-mannered Pate. That's the guy we were talking to previously. And here's Sellsword Lewitt. Well, what is it? Indeed, my good sir. Now we're gonna go in here and we're gonna kill one of the last giants. The giants have a very interesting design in this game. They have this big, well, I guess you'll see here shortly. They have this big hole head face thing. They do sound kind of dumb though. So I'm not 100% sure what's with that, but I guess that's just what they decided that they were going to go for. I don't know if it really matters where I cast my spells on this guy. Oops. Actually, here, let's try the leg and just see. No. So during the first part of this fight, he's pretty easy to just dodge his attacks and do stuff like that. But during the second part of the fight, he... Oops. Bad timing on that. Oh. Pop this, please. Yeah, see, now he gets a little bit more aggressive with the, he rips out his arm and that. Oops. Well, I'm gonna roll away. Use this. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. And there you go. Oh, no. There you go. He's dead. So that's kind of cool. Thanks, Lewitt. And Pete. So yeah. Got a soul of a giant, got a key. So the key is actually kind of interesting because what the key does is it opens the area to the next boss. It also gave us a bunch of souls and some other neat stuff. I'm probably going to go through this a little bit by myself and just get some extra souls and you know, maybe scour the area for the rest of the items if I feel like it. I don't know that I do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that I can get back into the rhythm of playing this game instead of the other one, because this one doesn't play. It feels different to play. It's kind of hard to describe. It feels... The controls feel a little less snappy, but overall the game is faster. The combat itself is paced a lot faster, but the controls sometimes it's a lot easier to get stunned and stuff. Well, and part of that is just the build I have right now. Understandable. So anyway, I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and you know that I love you and God loves you, and bye-bye. I love you. Bye. Have a great one.